This is Access 2019, Module 6 and 7, Part 2, Creating Mailing Labels. We're going to get into our Lakewood database. We're going to go ahead and click on the patient table so that we can use that as our starting point for our labels. Then we're going to go into the Create tab, and in the Reports group, we're going to choose Labels. This will open up our label wizard so we can figure out the unit of measure that we want to use, whether it be English or metric. We'll go ahead and leave English. We want to use sheet feed labels, and you have a list of manufacturers that you can choose from for your labels. We're going to go ahead and leave it as Avery. We're going to choose product number C2163. These are actually the product numbers that are on that manufacturer's product. So it's very easy to match it with the labels that you actually have to print on. And we choose Next. We can choose the font. We can change the size of the font. We're going to have 10. So we want Arial, 10, and medium. So if any of those items did not choose correctly, you can change those. And you can see it gives us an example of what it will look like as we make changes on those items. You see we can also make it italics and underline. We're going to go Next. And on this particular screen, we pick the fields and any extra digits or characters that we want to include. So on the first line, I'm going to insert the first name, and then I'm going to type a space, and I'm going to insert the last name. On the second line, I want the address. And then on the third line, I'm going to start with the city. I'm going to add a comma and a space, and then I'm going to add the state. Then I'll add 2 spaces, and I will add the zip code. So once you have all the fields that you want on the mailing label, you'll choose Next. And now it wants to know how you want to sort your mailing labels. We're going to go ahead and sort by last name. You could do multi-field sorts here if you chose to. Then we'll say Next, and we give it a name. So we are going to call this Patient Mailing Labels. If you want to change the sequence that it's printing, because right now it's going across and then down in that order. So if we want to change that, we can go ahead and close the print preview. And then we're going to, in the design view, we're going to go to the Page Setup tab. Under the Page Setup button, we can go to the Column tab, and you'll notice we can change how it lays out. So right now it's going across and then down. If we want to change that so it'll go down and then go to the second column across, we can make that change. And then if we go back to the Home tab and choose Print Preview, you can see that now it's going down and then it comes and does the second row. Mailing labels are very easy. Once you buy them, you can come in here and select the manufacturer and the product by the wizard. It has the sizes already spaced out, so you don't have to worry about how large to create the spacing. That concludes this video. We're going to save our mailing labels and then we can close them.